Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Here we go again to Hatha Yoga with elements of Ayurveda this morning. And let's have 1 or 2 minutes. Good morning, Tony. So let's have a few minutes to wait for other people to join us. Thank you. So, and I don't know how is the weather where you are, but where we are, it's pretty gloomy and very rainy, wet. It's been raining for the last 2 or 3 days non-stop. And obviously that will affect a lot of people mentally, physically as well, because now we're moving into Vata Kapha season, and that is quite challenging for a lot of people, especially with these times when quite uncertain regarding the coronavirus, the lockdowns and all that sort of thing. So today we're going to do a bit of work on meditation, on energizing the body and the mind as well. So kapha flow, it does sound a bit like kapha. So have a little warm drink nearby, which is good for vata and kapha to keep you balanced. And also, wear something upbeat, positive, and like color-wise, something orange, warm to keep you, that sort of thing, or a bit more light, like white, bright colors to lift up your mood, because kapha tends to get depressed if we're talking the mental side of kapha. People get depressed, get a bit down, get a bit negative and heavy as well, physically as well as mentally. So when you catch yourself having these negative thoughts and negative chatter, it's always good to just become aware of it and become aware that you can actually change this mood, either by telling yourself this is gonna only pass, I'm just observing, this is negative thoughts I'm sending in my head, and try to distract yourself by, I don't know, stupid things like listening to some upbeat music, or do something like watching even something stupid, silly, comedy, or anything which will distract you from the negative chitta vritti, the chatter of the mind. And then it could bring all sorts of anxieties as well. So vata will also become quite anxious, quite stressed out because of that negativity, and that's how it leads to depression and all sorts of things. So it's always good to remind yourself you can change that projection as long as you have awareness. And awareness is what I mainly talk about in my classes. When you practice awareness of the body, of the breath, that's how you train your mind and yourself to be more aware of where you are in any situations, whether it's mentally or physical situation, which you are able to change, if not the course of a certain situation, at least your attitude, at least your way of thinking. So trying always to see the positive side, or at least saying to yourself, this will pass and I'll get through it with awareness. Okay, now I see a few more people coming. That's great. Okay, here we are. We've got our lovely Tibetan bowl here. Have a lovely seating, whether you're cross-legged kneeling, however you want to go down flat on your backs, that's great. Just for a few moments, allow yourself to feel comfortable where you are in the spot where you are in this time and space. Also, I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to show there's a link which I do morning classes on Saturday with the Mahadevi Center at 10 a.m. UK time. These are organization. This is a charity that helps to work with people and children mainly with some special needs children, and they do yoga with them. So our classes help that charity, and you may want to have a look, and not just the Saturday, but you can have another day as well to do yoga. They do online yoga as well. Right, enough chatting. So hopefully everybody's ready to begin. Let's sit comfortably. Okay. And just feel the contact between the body and the floor. And from there, become aware, are you feeling comfortable? Adjust if you need to. And from that contact between the body and the floor, become aware of the sitting bones. And then the spine lifting through all the way up, lengthening. Imagine you're walking up the vertebrae until you reach the neck and the head and the crown of the head. And then allow with the exhalation, just gently, if you need to just roll a little bit, roll the shoulders to soften and feel where they are and loosen them a little bit. Get them away from the ears. Any mudras, if you wish to go for it, go for it. Not necessary, but see how you feel. And become aware of certain sounds, as there are sounds around you, any sounds within you. Observing. Listening. And check your tongue is soft in the mouth. Relax the eyes, relax the forehead. Just soften. If you wish, you can look at a spot in front of you on the floor. And just for a few moments, absorb, all inclusive, everything you hear, you feel, or anything you think, and just all inclusive, just be aware of it. Adopt the silent witness attitude of the practice today, and just witness anything that's happening around you, within you. From that stillness, we're going to take 3 Oms together and the Loka mantra. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurbhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, and gently, if you have your eyes closed, just open and focus on a spot in front of you. And become aware of your natural breath where you are. And we're going to start with a pranayama, Kapalabhati pranayama, very beneficial in gloomy times, to energize you and calms down any vata, any anxiety, and brings up and lighten up any kapha, any tamas, any heaviness. And if you're new to it, it's the emphasis is on the exhalation of the this pranayama. So works with the diaphragm. If you need more, you can have a go and look at my Instagram. I've explained it there. Also YouTube also is a short video on Kapalabhati pranayama. So let's start with a medium pace up to 60, and then we're gonna exhale and do the Mahabandha. So it includes Muladhara, Uddiyana and Jalandhara Bandha. If you're new to it, just watch it today and maybe next time we'll do it together. Alright, so start with 60. And we're going to do another 60. If you want to try a faster pace or stay with medium, that's absolutely fine. As long as you exhale fully so you don't feel dizzy. That's the emphasis. You need to exhale all of the air out. So when you're ready in your own time, another 60. Good. After every pranayam, is good to just leave some time to get back to your natural breath. So don't be in a hurry that you have to do something, okay? Just observe how you feel after pranayam. Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel energized? Just observe anything and wait for the natural breath to come back. So don't be in a hurry. And so now we can start with our asana practice. Have your legs straight. Sitting comfortably. Okay. And just keep them closer together. We're going to do Padma-Muktasana a little bit. So just stretch. Point and flex, point and flex. Gaze the big toes. And then 5 rounds clockwise and then 5 rounds anti-clockwise. Good. When you're ready, we're going to start clapping or cupping rather. So come and do your hand in a cup-like position, and we start on the arms, the top, the outside. If you need more here, on the shoulders, whichever part, and then the inside. Then the other one. Good, and then the legs, the front, the outside, and the inside. So then the other leg. And the inside. Good. So this is the Ayurvedic cupping. Very good for energizing the meridians and warm up the body, waking it up as well. So ideal for when you feel a bit slow and heavy. Also massaging here any pressure points to relieve any mucus. Okay. And also energize the neck. Good. Clapping as general, like so, in front of the heart is very good to bring a positive, energizing vibes. So anytime you feel a bit low, start clapping in front of your heart, just listening to some music, as I said earlier. You up. Okay. And when you're ready, let's begin with massaging the feet, bringing some heat there. Okay. As I said, the Vata this time will feel like the extremities tend to be very cold. So by massaging, warming up the feet and the hands, the toes and the fingers will help you to wake up a little bit more and warm up. Then interlace your fingers with your toes and just work on the joints here. Opening the hips, stretching the thigh, keep that foot rooted. And exhale. Let's do the other side. So squeeze the toes one at a time. That's good. Rubbing off the whole of the foot. And when you're ready, interlacing the fingers, stretching the toes a little bit. And the ball of the foot. Okay. Good. And then coming to opening the hip, keep the shoulders down and the sternum forward. Flex the foot on the ground to be your rooting foot. Good. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. And when you're ready, exhale. Now let's come to the mat for dynamic cat-cow. You can do it this way. Okay. Now press the palms into the floor. So feel the heels of your palms really pressing into the floor, and that will make the shoulder blades move and arch to become deeper. Tuck the chin slightly, and if you wish to stay here for 3 rounds of breath, that's fine. Really good. The more you press the heels into the floor, the more you feel that beautiful stretch in the upper back. Good. After 3, let's go and begin our dynamic cat-cow. after 5 rounds, come back and tuck the toes, lift in down dog. So one at a time, maybe the heels. One at a time, touching the ground. Good. Pressing the palms into the floor. So the heels of the palms are still pressing into the floor. That will make you feel that your upper body is moving closer to your thighs. Bend your knees if you need to slightly, and then start gently lowering the heels down, moving the shoulder blades away, and we stay in Adho Mukha Svanasana for 3 rounds of breath. If you want to dangle a bit the head to make sure that your neck is free. 3 ujjayi breaths here. Inhalation then will bring you into a plank position. Now there's a variation here if you want to lower the knees and bring it back again. So for 3 rounds of breath, we're gonna keep the shoulders above the wrists and press for 3 rounds of breath into your plank. Contract your thigh muscles, your belly muscles. Breathe for 3 rounds. Good. And after 3, lower in baby balasana if you need to. Soften and relax here for 1 to 2 breaths. Keeping the palms where they were in plank, don't move them. Just lower the body in balasana. Deep inhale. Generous deep inhales. And when you're ready, after 2 rounds, we're going to come on to our bellies for cobra. So palms are underneath the shoulders, forehead on the ground. On inhale, we follow the inhalation with the movement, and when it stops, we stop. Then wait for the exhalation to take you down till the exhalation stops, the movement goes there. Okay, wiggle and soften. Again, inhale, lift, maybe a bit further this time. Working the spinal muscles, not the arms. Exhale, forehead down, wiggle, soften. Inhale, take it a bit further. And wait for the exhalation to take you all the way down. Soften and relax. Continue with 3 more rounds, but just the back, so the forehead is glued to the floor. Just the legs extend. Inhale and exhale, lower. Soften, relax. Inhale the legs. Keep the forehead on the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Wiggle, relax and soften. Now from here, there's a variation if you want to go for one side dandasana. So bow. So either we go one side and then grab the other leg and then swap the other side, or you go for both and keep the feet either slightly closer or hip width apart. Then flexing And start moving the shins. Yeah? Upper body is following. So then you start moving eventually the thighs a bit higher, extending up through the crown. Some of you will be able to rock onto your hips. Okay? When you're ready to go down, wait for the exhalation to take you all the way down. Rest one cheek on the side, wiggle, soften. And we'll do it once more. So it's up to 3 times here. Keep the forehead on the ground. And start one at a time, moving the shins, lifting the upper body, and then start lifting the thighs and maybe rocking. When you reach 3 rounds of breath, exhale. Takes you all the way down. Wiggle, soften. Let's do it once more. Forehead on the ground first. Then move the shins away and eventually the thighs. Keep the knees in line with the hips. Keep lengthening out through the crown and breathe. Exhale after 3rd round and wiggle, soften. Deep inhales and exhales here. Good. And when you're ready, we lift in down dog. Lengthening through the tailbone, so don't be in a hurry. Feel your feet parallel with part. Heels also parallel, you can't see them. And when you're ready, on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go for 3 rounds of sun salutation. Any variation that you're familiar with, we do 3 rounds and then we'll meet in Tadasana. Okay. Inhale. Always move when the breath is moving. Don't be in a hurry. coming to a third round. Ready to meet in Tadasana. Parallel feet. Okay, keep the breath going. Whether you want to press gently into the heart with your thumbs, but keep palms together, elbows out, shoulders down. Keep the breath going. It's still not a break, but it's active. Can I say active stillness in Tadasana? So imagine your body like a tube, and through that tube the air in and out. Easy. Use the Ujjayi breath with a slight restriction at the back of your throat. Gaze at the point on the floor so you don't lose your balance. Be aware, actively listening to the breath, feeling both of your feet pressing into the floor, and keep lengthening through the crown. 2 more rounds of Ujjayi breath here. One more. Beautiful. Keep that awareness on the Ujjayi breath, and we're going to go down to the floor. So inhale, lift on the arms, and exhale, come into forward bend and then down dog. Good. And inhale and exhale, come to sit in Dandasana. So good. You might want to have blocks nearby. Oh. Anything may want to help you. So Dandasana is when you either sit on the edge of a block, pressing down with your palms into the floor, extending out through the crown. Okay, with the breath, so keep flexing those feet here. Here we are. Inhale, exhale for 3. Whether you want to soften on every exhale and come back on inhale is up to you for 3 rounds, or hold it for the whole 3 breaths here. Rooting into your sitting bones, pressing into the floor with your palms and flexing and opening the toes. The feet are active and the head is almost parallel to the floor. Gaze, the drishti is the big toes. And final. Good. Soften and relax in forward bend. Maybe you reach the feet, the ankles, or maybe you reach here. If you want, you can use also a prop, which will help you to go further. Tuck the chin under, keep lengthening through the crown, rooting into your sitting bones wherever you are, or hook the big toes with the classical index, middle and the thumb. Elbows coming out. As I said, the more you press into, if you're using the hook, the more you press at the bottom of your big toe, the more oxygen it brings into the lungs. This is a mama point. Good to know when you do forward bends, or any like this one, because it will bring more oxygen in the lungs, opens them better. And one more final breath here. Good. Inhale, lift up gently. Now you can have blocks nearby on both hands, because we're going to come to a swing here. So parallel feet, and then here connecting with the Muladhara Bandha, lifting through, you see. So you're really almost not catching the floor. That is a good one that works on the deeper core muscles, the pelvic floor as well. So lifting all up in order to keep away from the floor. So let's do 5 rounds in that swinging bridge. Okay, so parallel, hip width apart. If you need blocks, as I said, okay. Inhale, exhale. In, X, in, and up to 5. Good. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale. You can hug your knees, have a little breather, and go back into down dog, or just go to down dog, it's fine. Ready for pigeon. Right knee to right thumb. Now any variations here. If you want to go for balancing, we've done this before, we covered it. Use blocks so that your hips are square to the floor. Okay, so you don't tilt. Keep lengthening through the crown, rooting into whatever is touching the floor to keep that stability into your asana. And when you're ready to surrender, you just gently go into your forward bend. Feel your way, and again, don't allow this to drop to the side. Deep inhales, exhales here. Now, if you feel heavy, if you're kapha inclined and you feel like dropping and heavy, keep pressing the palms into the floor. Keep pressing the back foot, the top of the back foot into the floor actively. Deep inhales, exhales. If you're vata and you can't be still, try to become really heavy in your hips. Feel that your hips are kind of melting down towards the floor. The whole of the body is melting into the floor. So that will hopefully sustain a little bit, bring in a bit of stillness into your vata dosha. Inhale, exhale, back to down dog, and we're going to go for the other side. Inhale, lift, exhale, left. And then inhalation, adjust, bring that beautiful sternum forward, move the shoulders down, feel you're lengthening through the crown. Never forget the breath. So inhalation lengthens, exhalation rooting you even further to the floor. Good. Now, if you want a variation here, like I said before, you can, if you need to open the hips more, so you might want to move the shin a bit more parallel. Okay. And then start going forward and come back again. So whichever. Exhale to the ground. Okay. Something happened there, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. So when you come back from pigeon, back into down dog. And then we come to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. And now for those who want to go for bridge, parallel feet, you know where you are. Any variation to bridge. 3 rounds of breath here. Exhale, hug your knees to the chest, soften and relax, and then go gradually to either shoulder stand or half shoulder stand, and then shoulder stand. Into your plow or bull. So any variations in inverted And then gradually, so stay as long as you feel like you want to go for it. Okay? As long as the breath is allowing you to go there. And then I quite like to, before we go to fish, just a little bit in happy baby. Okay? And just feeling the whole of the back on the floor. And feel the tailbone also going to the floor, not curling it up. Then move your feet together and open the knees to the side. Any blocks that you wish to put and support your knees. With the exhalation, send more softness into your inner thighs, releasing tension in the groin, and that will help you to feel that the knees are actually going further and further to the floor. Kapha people, keep the breath going. Full inhale and exhale to keep you energized. And Vata people may want to initially move gently side to side, cool down, get slowly to pause and feel that knee, both sides, the knees are going further down, releasing tension into your inner thighs and the whole of that area, the hips, the sacrum. Focus on the breathing now. Feel that your inhalation and exhalation is deeper. Ujjayi breath. Anytime you're ready, you can come to sit in fish. So put your palms underneath your bum and then press into your elbows so the crown is now touching the floor. Flex the feet and keep the breath going. Keep the awareness on that lovely seashore-like breath. Stay as long as you can in your shavasana, your fish, and then we move into shavasana when you're ready. With the exhale, you're taking your body all the way flat on the ground. Make sure nobody will disturb you in the next 5 minutes or so. And make sure you cover your body, it's comfortable. There's no drafts, you feel cozy, and you're able to soften deeper into the stillness. So scan the body for any tension. Begin with the feet, Allow them to flop aside. Check your calf muscles, your thighs. Feel the buttocks are soft. Feel the belly is soft, the chest. Allow the shoulders to become heavy, drop them down. Arms beside you soft, palms facing up, fingers are soft. The head is not tilted, it's central. And soften the forehead, the eyelids, soften the jaw, soften your lips, and feel the tongue in the mouth is soft, not touching anywhere. Become aware of the whole of the back is melting into the floor. Take a deep inhale, our breath. And one more. And the third round is really surrender the whole of the body into stillness. And just be aware of the sounds around you. Sensations. Any thoughts or images, just acknowledge them. They're there, but don't react. Just observe them as a silent witness for the next few moments. And always go back to the breath. Feel it in and out your nostrils. And you could even imagine, if it's raining where you are, these raining drops of water coming onto your body, but they're not cold and unpleasant. These drops are golden drops, and they're showering your body with warm golden energy, washing away tension and bringing more positive vibes into your cells. They're moving from the body inside, through the skin, into your blood, into the organs of the body, bringing energy, bringing light. Now gradually begin to deepening your breath and give your body a lovely morning-like stretch. And coming up to final sitting position. Keep a focus on a spot between your eyebrows where the rain has been fallen, brought into you a light, bright drop of golden light in there, and focus on that for a moment. The point between your eyebrows. And we're gonna take a deep inhale and 3 arms together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So hopefully you feel a bit more energized or a bit more upbeat. And I'm so sorry if the broadcast didn't quite happen. I don't know what's... I don't know. But I hope this is still able to reach you, and let me know in the comments how are you and how was that for you. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye-bye.